Hello, this video is part of the EDR Legal Framework series. In this video, I'm going to try and explain the duty of care. But I'm going to start with a disclaimer. I'm a teacher, not a lawyer. This is my interpretation of UK legislation and guidance as it applies to adults working with children and young people in schools. The duty of care basically means that we must all do our best to make sure that no one suffers unreasonable harm or loss. Every person, in and outside of school, in the UK has a duty of care over everyone else, and many of the laws we follow are to help us perform our duty of care. We follow the laws on the road and the highway code because that keeps us and others safe. Essentially, we're carrying out our duty of care by driving on the right side of the road and stopping at lights. Our duty of care applies at all times, in all situations. It means we must always act to keep others safe and not act in a way that puts people in danger. The duty of care applies to every UK citizen under common law. When thinking about adults looking after children, many people will be familiar with the term in Loco Parentis. This dates back to 1893. It basically means that if you're looking after a child, you have a duty of care to act as a reasonable parent would. Adults working with children also have a statutory duty of care under the 1989 Children Act. Adults working in educational settings will also have a duty of care in the terms of their contract of employment. This is one of the most important and fundamental ideas for all adults working in educational settings to understand. The word duty is legally significant. It means that protecting others from harm, both physical and emotional, is a legal obligation. No one can opt in or opt out of it. It means that turning a blind eye to things that go on and lead to someone getting hurt has the potential to lead to disciplinary proceedings under your contract of employment or criminal proceedings under common law and/or the Children Act. There's no expectation that every adult working with children have to be outstanding all the time or some kind of super nanny. The current standard of care expected of teachers is that of a reasonable teacher applying ordinary skills of a competent professional. If it can be shown that a professional acted in accordance with the views of a reputable body of opinion within their profession, the duty of care will have been satisfied, even though others may disagree. EDR is established in a growing network of settings from early years to post-16. That includes in 5 Leicestershire special schools, one of which is a teaching school. As such, it does represent a reputable body of opinion. So if adults follow the strategies outlined in Disengage, they will satisfy the duty of care. I think the most important thing to remember is that doing something to keep people safe is much better than doing nothing. If you did something to prevent harm, you made some attempt to keep people safe, even if in the end it all went wrong and people were harmed despite what you attempted, then you'll be fine. The most dangerous thing to do is nothing. Doing nothing leads very quickly to contractual and legal trouble in the form of negligence. If you want to hear more about negligence, you can find our video on it in the legal framework section of the videos page on the website.